So what I just wanted to talk about real quick was I have kind of a logical proof for myself on why I'm an atheist, and it's not the reason why I started thinking in an atheistic sense as far as rejecting a religion, but it is what reinforces my beliefs and whatnot. And I just kind of wanted to run that by you guys and see if you found it to hold water, I guess. That sound like a good topic?
Okay. Sure, I mean, you don't actually have to justify rejection of religious claims to anyone, but okay.
I know I don't, but it's like I said, it's the reinforcement aspect of it. So I guess the start of it is I'm not planning for the rapture. I'm not planning for the end of the world. I'm not planning for any of that stuff. I just believe that technology will keep on getting further and further along. Is that fair to say?
Based on
the
evidence we've seen so far.
On what we know.
Yeah.
So beyond that, going, taking that line of thought, we're going to keep on getting better and better technology, and we know that there is an asteroid in the asteroid belt that is worth approximately 10,000 quadrillion dollars in estimated value. Did you guys know about that?
No.
Not about that specific instance, no.
No, it's called Psyche, and it's theorized to be a proto planet core that kind of formed, but not really. Like I said, it's estimated to be worth 10,000 quadrillion dollars, and I think it's fair to assume that we're going to be able to mine that within 500 years or something like that. Is that fair to say?
I mean, it's
okay.
I mean, it's possible, but I mean, maybe so.
Well, the reason why this relates to atheism to me is if the Bible or any existing theology wanted to blow me out of the water, tell humanity, tell the world that resources are limitless and they're at your disposal when you get far enough along. Because if there's something that exists that has that much value, to me, that not necessarily invalidates, but it makes every war, everything that's ever been fought for over resources just look so minuscule.
Okay, I don't follow that.
Well,
I mean, there are populations that have fought wars because the resources in their area were actually constrained.
No, constrained for them at the time. But I'm saying religion has put us into a spot of just repeated attempts at trying to get resources and go there. But if you had the Bible tell you could go to the moon and beyond that you can do so much more, don't you think we would have gotten a lot farther a lot quicker?
Well, that's possible. I mean,
sure, it's hard to say.
Yeah,
definitively.
Yeah,
I mean, hard to say, and I'm not saying that it's an easy question to answer, but that's if God had a meaningful message, I think that would be at the top of the list for me personally. If there is a God, or if any God that has ever, anybody who's ever attempted to say that there is a God and he's relayed a message to us, don't you think that's a top one to relay?
There's tons of things that you could say, like, oh, well, you probably should be enshrined in there that, hey, you should probably wait on consent before engaging in sexual activity with another individual. That would be a lovely thing to just kind of set right in there.
The whole don't enslave anybody ever would have been a pretty high thing on the list.
The awesome thing to have.
There's tons of examples like that, but
sure.
The reason why the asteroid thing is meaningful to me is because it's not really debatable that thing is out there and it does actually have that value. And even if it is half that value, that's enough if you were to just distribute that money across the world, half of it would be $50,000 for each and every person on the planet.
Okay.
I mean, that's just a really interesting idea to me, and I was kind of curious about your thoughts on it.
I wouldn't find that persuasive personally.
Okay.
I mean, it would be an interesting fact. I mean, if we did make it out there and got the ability to start, astro mining or something like that, it'd be
I'm actually kind
of
skeptical about the actual numerical value, monetary value of this asteroid. So
yeah, but that's kind of neither here nor there, really.
I recommend looking it up. It's an interesting topic, at least from my perspective, from the research I've done. I mean, this might have gone under your radar, but Congress has even passed laws already determining that businesses could mine asteroids well before we ever have the technology to even do it. Like people are looking out for that already, and I think it's just a matter of time before we're able to do that. And the monetary value, the crazy thing about that asteroid is that it's just the tippy top of the iceberg compared to all the other stuff that's out there. And that knowledge to me just makes me think that every theistic worldview on things that have been happening for the last 2,000 years have truly mattered in the eyes of an all-powerful being seems super bunk.
Okay.
I mean, I don't necessarily arrive at that same conclusion, but if that does it for you, I mean, that's cool. But yeah, it's not quite the.
I just wanted to throw that idea out in the ring, but I know you guys have other theist callers, so I was just putting that out there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a great day. Thank you for talking to me.
Sure.
All right. All right. Yeah, about that resource-constrained thing, there have been actual people that lived in resource-constrained areas and ended up fighting wars, some of them inspired by religion or fueled by religion. And the fact that there's an asteroid out there that could have resolved all their resource constraints doesn't mean a whole lot when the resource you need is water, and you have to have a certain amount of it every single day or you die,
Yeah. And also, even if we were able to start, successfully doing mining trips or whatever else, there's no, as things currently stand, there's no expectation that would be distributed equitably, equally to every person on the planet. It's going to be somebody that looks at that and say, oh, that's a lot of money to be made here, and so you're going to have the same investors or whatever else that come in and try to cash in on that as much as possible. And the same thing that happens right now with resources and whatever else. And so I don't imagine that would be really different once it came to that, because only a handful of people will have access to do that in the first place. So I don't know. It's an interesting idea, though.